What's up guys, the Crimson Gamer here, and for today's video I want to do something rather unique than I've done before. I'm going to be doing my thoughts on a theory that is currently exploding on the internet right now, and it's regarding Star Wars The Force Awakens. So I'm going to be discussing the theory of Supreme Leader Snoke's identity. I'm only going to be focusing on one of them, which I will reveal in a few moments. So, Supreme Leader Snoke, if you want to know who he is exactly, Supreme Leader Snoke is basically the leader in charge of the First Order Empire in Star Wars The Force Awakens. He's basically the new Palpatine, he's the man in charge. You don't really see him in person in the film, you see him in a hologram. However, he appears really tall in the holograms, and you can tell from seeing him that he is a really beat up figure. He has a lot of what seems to be battle scars, and potentially maybe lightsaber scars. So the theory going on about him is, what they did perfectly in Star Wars The Force Awakens is they never gave up who Snoke was, what his identity was. So theories blowing up around the internet right now is that Supreme Leader Snoke is in fact Darth Plagueis, the Sith Master of Emperor Palpatine, also known as Darth Sidious. The reason for these rumors and theories is because in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine has a conversation with Anakin while they're at the council meeting, and he tells Anakin the story about Plagueis the Wise, who could save all of the people he wanted from death, all the people he cared about, but it was ironic because he couldn't even save himself. Palpatine told Anakin this is because he knows that eventually he is going to be overthrown by him, as all apprentices do their masters in the Sith world. So, an interesting thing to top it off is I saw a video on YouTube a while back about comparing the theme as to when he mentions Plagueis to Anakin, and when you see Supreme Leader Snoke's theme, they are very similar. Another reason for this is because Darth Plagueis lost a lot of his canon when Disney announced that they were making majority of the Star Wars Expanded Universe non-canon. So the only canon part about Plagueis is his mention in Revenge of the Sith. In the Expanded Universe, which is now non-canon, Plagueis is described as a Mun race, and he finds Palpatine and he trains him. He is also known to be the father of Anakin Skywalker, who he binded supposedly with the Force. And with the much details given and how the non-canon is only certain parts of it is canon now, he could really be any race. They can't say that Snoke is not Plagueis because he's not a Mun, since that mention in Episode 3 is the only canon proof we have of Plagueis' identity. He could be any race, therefore opening the door to him being Supreme Leader Snoke, which makes sense because they're saying that Plagueis could save the ones he cared about, but he's a Sith Lord, and of course the only person he would care about is himself. So he probably saved himself. It is possible that he did, and he just went into hiding and let Palpatine rebuild the Empire. And when Palpatine fell, he knew it was his chance to finally strike and make a name for himself once again. So now here are my thoughts on the theory. Personally, I would love to believe that Supreme Leader Snoke is in fact Darth Plagueis. However, I don't know, but really, I don't know. That's basically my answer, is I do not know. Personally, I would love for that. But is it going to happen? Probably not, because I feel as if Supreme Leader Snoke is going to be his own character. But then, with that said, there are a lot of other theories as to who he could be. It's not just Darth Plagueis going around. There's also theories that he's been Jar Jar Binks, he's been the Force Ghost of Darth Vader's dark side, and it's even possible a speculation that he is Kylo Ren from the future. And that's why the scar you see Kylo Ren get at the end of the film is also the scar that Supreme Leader Snoke has. So, there's so many options as what they can do with Supreme Leader Snoke's identity. I don't even know if they have that figured out yet, or if they're not even going to reveal it for a while, maybe not until Episode 9 or Episode 8. But until we get more info, the theories will keep coming and coming. So, personally, I don't know. That's really my answer. So, I'd personally like to thank you all for tuning into this special episode of The Crimson Gamer. And if you have any thoughts or opinions, and if you want me to continue doing theory videos like these, let me know, because this is really a trial video to see how well it does. So, once again, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.